Jolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I have another video for our friends that just start the game, and it is the Turas. It will start with a little thing you might not have seen. But before I get to that little secret, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and the notifications so that you will be informed when there is another video or a live stream coming up. It will take a little until the next live stream will be because of my accident and the condition of my foot, but they will come again. But now let's talk about the Turas. And for a second, I will not leave this screen. You will probably not be able to see it on your screen, but if you open the same screen in your game and take a very close look, you will see that on the sources section, it says Realtor. So Scopely, nobody at Scopely seems to have recognized that. It's of course the same sources section like the Realtor, only that it got two warp nacelles instead of the one, and when they changed the graphics of the Realtor from one warp nacelle to two, they forgot to change the name on the sources section. So I don't know if Scopely even knows that, but I realized that some time ago, and I think it's a little fun thing to mention here as well. It's not a very important information, but I thought if you recognize it, you should know. It's another common ship, of course, because it's a shipyard level 12 ship. It's a very early one, and it's a common 2-star ship again. Those independent ships you're starting the game with, and it needs 35 blueprints. And you see that I got 143, so somehow in the end you need to be able to get more of those, but I will tell you a little bit later. First of all, I want to mention the Turas is an explorer. That means it's strong against interceptors, and I hope you have seen my video on the combat triangle, and it plays a role, especially when you start the game, for your hostile hunting, especially, of course, also against players, but you will probably hunt more hostiles in the beginning of this game. And so the ship classes, or the kinds of ships, the interceptors, explorers, and battleships, are an important thing to keep in your mind. So when you're using the Turas, hunt interceptors, not battleships. And of course, it also has a ship ability, and it's an interceptor hunter. If the opponent's ship is an interceptor, the Turas increases its weapon damage by 10%. So it's similar to the Findra, which was a battleship hunter. The combat triangle ability, so to speak, is exacerbated by the ship ability. And so you even have more advantage against interceptors than an explorer already has. The ship is not that expensive to build for someone on my level, with just 12,500 tritanium, and just takes 3 hours and 21 minutes. But of course, when you start the game, this is just a very different picture. As I said, it's one of the independent ones. It's still a lot of steps away from your faction ships, but you will wonder how to get those blueprints. And for this, I once again have to go to my R&D department, because we have to look at research again. And my research queues are full, so I have to go via the R&D department. And then again to the combat research, where we also looked at other ships before. And there you see unlock Turas. So you have to research this research to get the blueprints for the Turas, all the blueprints you need, but that only works once. But you still can get blueprints later, and as I always say, I cannot remember all the system numbers for every ship. That's why I always have to have a look. But in this case, when you hunt hostiles level 14 to 21, you can get more blueprints, and that's the reason why I have them, because sometimes for certain events, missions, whatever, even on higher level, you might have to hunt in those systems, and that is the area closer to the faction areas or the faction territories where you can hunt hostiles to get those blueprints. And we are still in the middle of the current incursion when this video comes out, and those are also the systems where you might want to park your station to be able to shield your station. In my alliance, I mentioned that before, we go to one of those systems with all the members of my alliance and form a hive there, so we make sure everybody can shield. And for those of my funny members that always forget in between to shield, we at least have the chance to defend them. If the guys do that too often, we don't defend them, by the way. At some point, there's your own responsibility to remember your shield. But nevertheless, otherwise, we do that. And those are the same systems, as I said, to have a chance to grind more blueprints for the Turas. From my experience, by the way, grinding blueprints is always easiest if you take your time for a certain level that you're going for, and then hunt hostiles in that system until you got 100 of those loot chests, and then exchange them, and don't mix anything else in between. That's the same with hunting in Sol, Romulus, and Kronos, for example, or even further out in 50+ systems. I always get the best results with blueprints if I do just one kind of loot chest until I have 100 of them, and then just exchange them or just grab them. And they always got the best results. If I mix stuff together with armadas and hostiles from other factions and whatever, that usually doesn't work very well for me. But that's just my personal experience. There's no official thing about this, how this works. Of course, a lot is quite in the dark here in the game, what works. But that is my personal experience. And if, for example, you want to grind Turas, things with Findra, for example, then for example go to Ruckhouse and hunt all those battleships all the time. No, the battleships will not make it very good sense, I think. But nevertheless, go to one system and hunt until you get 100 loot chests, and then open, and then have a look what you're getting. If you, of course, as usual, want to add something about the Turas in the comments, please do. There are always very helpful comments as well from other people's experiences. And if you have questions or video requests, please leave a comment as well. And I will have a look there regularly if I can help. And if you just want to say hi and where you're from, of course, I'm always happy to see where my viewers are coming from in real life. And if you are up for another video now, YouTube has chosen one of my videos for you right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.